Alright, we got another field down. This was the biggest one, I believe. Yes. And in riding around, well, back and forth, I got to thinking, I think I might like to get some of this out of the way. And I was eyeing up fields 24 and 23, like we talked about. And I think I would probably grow some potatoes and some sweet beets in there. What I'm thinking I'll do is that fields 12, 13, and 14 we'll harvest on one day, and then we'll try to get 20 and 27 here done. And then I think that 23, 24 would be a good next. And it means we'll probably shoot for purchase in another couple fields. I'm not sure, there's some bigger fields up north there, but with the small equipment we have. But that's going to be 3 days away from now, so I'm not going to worry about that too much at this moment, but that's the general gist of it. Alright, let's fold this guy up, get off of this field. Like I've said, we'll have to come back and clean the corners up a little bit with the so I think I may go out and get the rental mod, one of the rental mods. It's been a while. The last time I played it, I forget which map it messed up, like the screens, like the purchase screens, like all kind of went to nothing. And I think it might have to do with the purchase price of the Mahru being a 0. At least that's a theory. If it happens on this map, then I think I may try to either modify the price of the heaps, the placeable heaps. Right, so we want to make a right here, and then let's go down to the end of the road. Put the T up here, and left. But anyway, I know from programming, if you have a 0 for the price of something, that could be throwing off the whole rental mod. Computers don't like if you end up dividing by 0 or something like that, and it's certainly the kind of program that could divide by 0. Alright, let's see. Can you tell where we get into this field? Looks like all the way down the other end, huh? Okay. This will turn here. Another thought I had, I was watching Ian Robinson's video about on the same map and decided that moonshine, if you do a map, you have to do the moonshine. So I think that might be our first industry. I've had real life moonshine. I lived in Arkansas for a while, and the company I worked for would take fishing trips to Tennessee, and I think if you're in Tennessee, moonshine's a little more readily available. So here it is. So this is our moonshine plant right there. So we'll get back into that after yet more plowing. Alright, so let's unfold this guy. And yeah, it's probably a good potato field. The road kind of sticks out far, but not much of a... I may try to do this one. So do we try to get like right up to the fence-ish? Right here? Why not? Live life on the edge. Farming edge. Alright, so we'll just drop her right about there. Back up 5 feet and then there, right? Whatever. So we'll, generally speaking, come back and grass seed these things. This is more like a cattle pen than a field with that fence around it. Yeah, this map's kind of interesting with the fences. I guess I'm not sure why they didn't put the fence a little bit close to the telephone poles, but they didn't want it quite as big a field as they could. This is a nice map. I like really the fact that it is running very well. You can't see it, but I have a little FPS meter, and it's been generally pretty high compared to even Gifts of the Caucasus spikes low at times. This really hasn't. All right, so we're gonna leave about right there. We're gonna leave a little extra headland, especially because I'm already dreading doing the potatoes, but potatoes are an argument, in my opinion, for the... I guess we should turn this side 90 degrees, maybe why not? Let's move them a little bit. There we go. Hardly worth doing all that, huh? Especially not when I'm coming back with grass seed later on. Whatever. That's called not thinking about it that much, just doing it. Alright, so let's start it back 90 degrees. That way you can just sneak it over a tad. And away we go. Square corners on the fields don't work all that well anyway. With the combines, you usually like to turn that corner, leave it there. For a while, I think I'll be doing a lot of stuff manually. Eventually, as we get more fields and more stuff going, I'll course play more often. I'll course play the harvest. I kind of always do that. But I like the fact my money isn't going down. We are on hard mode on this map, so... we're going to get some moonshine going. Which I think means we need to get some biogas. Which means we probably have to cut some of the grass fields. Alright, this time I want to do it on the cuff. We're just going to line it up close. That move, not too bad, huh? So we'll come back later and grass seed it in. Yeah. Oops. I moved this line before, but obviously I didn't mess myself up too much. Oops. Put the plow down and then we'll go. Alright, so I'm going to speed it up. This field shouldn't take nearly as long as the last couple did. So I will see you when it is fully plowed. pretty much wrapped up on this field. 24 is done. Take another look here. So we'll go to 23. Looks like you get into 23 right over by where the cattle seem to be. Or there's sheep. Yeah, that's sheep. Sorry. All right, so we'll have to remember that our moonshine's up here above field 23. It's not marked on the map, obviously. So I saw that biogas consumer. So before we head over to field number 23, maybe we'll stop real quick and take a look at the moonshine plant. Yeah, I think that's all far enough. Come back, clean that up, like I've said 4 times already. Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to go and get the rental mod. May take a break after we do field number 23 and go get that and stick it in and see if I still have the same issues that I had before. And all that's definitely far enough. And then what I'll do is rent the Pottinger. Let's fold that guy up so he's straight behind us. Might as well just hop out here, huh? Let's hit F1. No. I don't see anything there. Is there another? Oh, there's something. Oop, what was that? What was that was up? Now I can't even notice it. All right, whatever. Let's get around here. There we go. Yep, so we need biogas grain, which we should have plenty of, what was that, barley we harvested? Yep, plenty of barley. We'll have wheat coming. And the moonshine. Yep, moonshine fill. So we'll need some kind of wagon to haul water. Well, something that holds water. And that's it. So we need to get biogas, which from just running around the map when I had first gotten it, I believe it's down the bottom right and bottom left, biogas plant. Cool. So we'll work towards that, which biogas I imagine is going to need grass, but we also, yeah, we didn't make chaff. We didn't turn the chaff in, so that's another possibility. You get a lot more chaff per acre than you do by cutting grass with the, sorry, I'm trying to do 2 things at once. You get a lot more grass when you use the crone. Not more grass, but you get more chaff, which equates to more silage. Oops. I gotta watch out for hitting stuff. Stupid damage mod. That's a little bit close to the fence. Which way are we going to do this field? That's kind of an interesting question. Let's go take a look at the other side real quick. We might, normally I'd definitely say this way. Yeah, I think we're going to do it this way. I don't think there's much choice. There's a little bit of a goofy spot right here. We could plow into that if we wanted to. I don't think I'm going to worry about it. This is a nice sized field. And it's almost big enough that I don't want to do potatoes in it, quite honestly. All right, so let's switch this guy around so he gets this corner nicely. Yeah, and I think we'll go to about there. Is that a little bit too close? We could do 2 headlands. I know in real life, if I owned a farm, I wouldn't have big, huge grass areas around it. Just for the sake of, it's all kind of wasted money at that point, Let's switch this guy around and that looks pretty good. Good enough anyway. All right, well, I want to do the same thing, so you'll get the idea, I think, pretty quickly. And I will see you back when this field's plowed. That'll be the end of the plowing for today. Might be the end of the plowing for the rest of it, but for now, it's the end of the plowing. That was not the best corner I ever made, but let's turn that 90. Flip this guy that way. Yeah, we want to get it pretty close. There we go. I'm taking a little bit of a pain to chase it, but again, if we'll see what I plant in here. Sugar beets, potatoes. We really can plant whatever we want. Though this map doesn't have any extra fruits for whichever reasons. Seems to be more focused on other stuff. Geese. For one. Yeah, I think we can really cheat this up further, huh? That's probably close enough. Let's switch that guy yet again. Yeah, let's back up onto the... There we go. All right. Did I turn my thing off? All right, let me get this straightened out. And like I said, I'm going to fast forward starting now. almost done. One more row. I don't know if you guys are tired of seeing high-speed plowing, but I've had a little bit of enough of regular plowing. Even if this wasn't the last field, I might give it a break anyway. So these fields, I will wait 2 days to plant. And then that way we have a nice cycle for taking care of them. You know, with the soil mod, stuff only grows once at midnight. So this will be the day 3 fields, 23 and 24. That'll be a nice thing. I like the cattle chutes, by the way. I've been looking at them. It's just, I haven't seen that on a map, and I'm not sure that you would build such a fancy cattle chute for such a small field, but hey, sometimes it's the idea that counts, right? I'm going to fold this guy up. I'm going to head back to the farm. And I think I have to go, can I go through that way? No, it gets cut off there, plus the mountains. Yeah, very nice. All right, good. I'm kind of glad that's out of the way. We now have some arable fields, which will be a very good thing. Then we'll just have to worry about day 4 fields, but again, that's a long time off in hours. I think this is the way home. I guess we should go check out, why don't we just check out real quick the biogas. Is that at all on the way home? No, we're home. I'm going to take a break, get some dinner, and after dinner, I will hopefully have the rental mod in place. Where do I want to put this guy? He was not here, but you know what? Let's fix things. Even though fixing things may be kind of expensive. Huh. Now, why isn't it? I thought this thing was damaged, but I'm not even seeing the... Why am I not even seeing the damage mod? Let's back out of this. Does it go away? I never noticed that it went away. Yeah, look, it goes away. Look, the Amazon Crayon, Kron, doesn't cost anything to fix. Huh. All right, well. Oh, it did cost something to fix. Not all that much, which is good. All right, this map has the sound effects for it. Very good. Some maps I know didn't. Oh, look, $1 or £1 or €1, whatever that is. Oh, yeah, I guess I should. Let's go to settings. Why is that? Isn't that where I change it? No, I guess I have to change it in the start menu. Okay, well, whatever. Euros is fine. Or maybe it's just that mod, isn't it? Yeah, because the rest of it's in dollars. Sorry. All right, well, let's fold this guy back up. Nope. Yeah, there we go. Why don't we just park him right over here? So that way we forget where he's at. This is, now we're in another barn that looks just like this. Oh, I have to unfold it again, I guess. You would think you could put it away that way, but I guess not. And we'll just drop it on the ground. All right, very good. So we should hopefully be running a Pottinger fairly shortly here. And yeah, we'll go from there. So let me cut the video here, and I will see you guys shortly. As I'm back on the farm, not too far from the house. Nice American flag and windmill squeaking. Somebody needs to get up there and put some oil on it, I guess. But I got the rental mod installed. So now, as you can see, I just went in there and checked. You can either rent the Pottinger for $50 an hour, which I know works pretty well, but I never really used this guy too much. He's only $30 an hour. By the way, I did make the placeable heaps cost $10. Now, I just did that. I didn't really test that it was broke before, but if you guys are having a problem, it might be worth trying that. One thing I could do, let's just come back over. I don't have too many things. Placeables. Yeah, see $10, but seems to be working fine. So anyway, let's get back to what we were doing, which is to rent this guy. Not sure where the reset point is on this map. I think 2 hours should be way more than enough. I think we can afford the $80. Is that the dealer? All right, so let's take a look here real quick. Yep, there it is, all the way up there, which is fine because we have fields over here. So we'll run up there and get it. And in here. What's the best way there? Well, I'm going to make a left, but yeah, probably just make a left and go all the way down and then get over the railroad bridge here. While we're driving there, let's talk about grass fields. Yeah, field 11 is right by the biogas. I did do a little bit of a test when it comes to cutting grass fields, which is why I said that. The wing butterfly mowers get you the same amount. So the question is, we're not going to have the money for the train coming. Oh look, the crossbars only work for the locomotive, I guess. So we should think about that because you do get a good amount more grass. And it's not like those butterfly mowers are dead cheap either. By the time you buy them, you're talking 80 grand. We have some barley to sell. We do need to save some of it for... We have other crops to sell as well. It'd be nice if we got a... Alright, where the heck is this thing? It should be right up here, right? I know this place. I came the other way last time. Let's go to the other side of this building, I think. Yep, there she is. Wrong side. Did somebody stand up there? Got steps on it? This thing's little, isn't it? Which is kind of actually good for what we're doing. Alright, let's figure out where the fields are. Let's check out number field 10 here. Even though we're on the clock. Yeah, I think that'll be another nice grass field right there. So for now, we'll put that down here. I think I need to go get out of town. Yeah. Go this way. Gotta park this car on the road. Across the bridge again. Dry gorge. I guess we'll get to field 24 first. Doesn't really make any difference. And I'll probably start fast forwarding once I get set up. Show you guys what I'm going to do. It's nothing earth shattering. So we'll get our GPS mod turned on. And we will reset the working width and 0 the offset. And what do we have for a working width? This says 3. This says 3. Close enough for what we're doing. I think I want to turn this guy 90 degrees at this point. Oops, what am I doing? And get spun around. Yeah, you know what? That actually looks pretty good to me. Right where it's at. And let me do this for a second so I can just back up a tad. See, so the reason I went and got this little one, I don't have any seeds in it. Gosh darn it. So I don't know where the closest seeds are. Well, we're ready to go once we figure out where the seeds are. I think there's some place in town, like right at the shop where I was at. Well, we might as well go up there and look. Why not? It won't take too long. No seeds up here. I guess that means we got to go back to the farm and fill up on seeds. A couple of Red Hut places. I don't know what that is. I think the map would have to have some seeds more than just in that one location. What do we got in this place? It looks like some kind of repair garage. Let's look at our map again. Workshop. This looks like a farm over there, doesn't it? I can't get that way, can I? I'm not going back out. Well, if this speeds up in a minute, it's because this started taking way too long. And this definitely looks like... Yeah, it looks like a cattle pen. It does look like a farm. Silage. Yeah, I don't see any seeds. Behind me. Alright. I'm going to run down to the farm. Let me do this in fast motion. Most likely, anyway. And here we are. Alright, so most of this looks okay. Let's get our GPS back on. Let's get that back out. Let's turn it 90 degrees. I actually kind of like that. It's going to clean it up enough. Not really. So I don't like that so much. That looks pretty nice. I'm going to try to get a nice straight line, and then when we get to a certain point, we'll make a nice gradual turn, and then when we get to a certain point, turn this 90 degrees and move it over. Good enough. Stuff that hard. Alright, well you guys get the idea, I think. Alright, just gonna go right around the field and you can watch watch it in super fast motion. Let's move that over a little bit more. That looks pretty good. Alright. I think I'm going to do all of the fields. I'm just going to fast forward the whole darn thing. So, see you when I'm done. Hello guys, here we are at the end of the grass seeding. We'll do this last funny shaped side together, I guess. You can see I just got my GPS making some fairly straight lines, I hope. It doesn't matter that much, to be honest with you, but a little bit neater than like this mess that I got on this corner. Probably don't have to do this, but look, it took us 35 minutes, so compared to the rest of the operation, certainly pretty quick. And you can see where, just in my opinion, this is a lot quicker. It's straight because it's not a trailer like that other, in the earlier episode, I used the rapid seeder, and it just, it's a little tougher to get lined up straight and all that kind of stuff. So what are we going to do with this corner? I guess we're just going to paint it like a paintbrush. And we'll get spun around, and that'll be it. And I think that's going to be it for the episode as well. I think we've done enough work for one day, or at least for one episode. A lot of it's going to have been fast forwarded, so hope you guys enjoy that. I'm going to look for some different music, Try to keep the music varied as I fast forward. And, well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And we will be back. What are we going to do next? Next is probably going to be talking about, do we spread something on these fields just because we can? So I will see you guys in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this one. Take care of yourselves and have a good day. Bye-bye.